Welcome to the Commute. I am Shannon.
I'm Andrew. The same clothes.
In the same clothes, same day. We commuted to the Northside office. Now we're commuting back.
So much fun commuting.
And I wanted to, we have something that we're going to talk about, but I'm also frustrated, so we could talk about multiple things. Anyways, our meeting went very well on the Northside office, at the Northside office, in the Northside office, either way.
Both.
And we just have agents that need to do more.
Yeah, they need to get focused.
Yeah.
I feel like on the process of actually selling real estate, because at the end of the day, it is a process. It's not. There are no instant results.
Right. And I like having those conversations, and I like when people kind of come to the conclusion on their own that, you know what, I don't have my why, right? And then like if you don't really have that focus, then it is hard to kind of decide why to get up in the morning, why to do the things you have to do, and all of that. So really good conversation, and yeah, I think beneficial. So I hate Tony wasn't there. I got to send him the recording. Tony, I'm going to send you a recording. You better listen to it. Anyways, so today, why network with other agents? So in businesses, everyone does like business networking. Normally it is outside of your industry.
Yep.
And you network. That car is definitely braking. Golly.
Where?
Cannot wait until we have the Tesla.
We
have that Tesla.
I didn't know it was a collaborative thing.
Yes, I think you've said that before, and I've said when we get the Tesla before. So, see, no, that's my train of thought. Oh, so they network with other companies to get business.
Right.
But in real estate, it is very different. So yes, we still network with companies outside of the industry, like lenders or business events and things like that. But why is it important in real estate to network with other real estate agents?
I think it's good to establish like that working relationship with them. I mean, eventually you're always going to do a deal with them on one side or the other. You know, whether they have listings, whether they have,
they bring the
buyers, and just to like for your listings, right? It's, hey, I got this. Do you know of anyone? It kind of helps you on the marketing side as well. Mm-hmm. So I think for business purposes, it always makes sense. Just more connections, more people that will help you in your business, and you can help them in theirs.
Right. Also, I think for collaborative learning, right? Like I think when you are, especially if you're in a smaller brokerage, like a nice boutique brokerage, you might not get all the stories that you can get from other agents outside. Yeah. So it's nice to have that collaborative learning. Like I just hear the crazy stories at some of the networking events, and I'm like, oh, I personally haven't experienced that, but then it gives you kind of more knowledge. Mm-hmm. So I like the collaborativeness of it. Also, I would say for referral business.
Yeah.
Because like locally, we have agents that are just an hour north of us that they're like, I'm not driving to Henry County. Yeah. So they'll refer us business. So the more you go to those networking events, you find out where people live, and then you can do referral business with them. Yeah. And so that is another means of making money.
Yeah.
I feel like when people get into the industry, and I know this is actually, I wrote this in my book too. For me, I used to hate it because I was like, why do I want to go and talk to other agents? Like, why do I want to spend my time and again, we just gave those reasons, but I still think it's really hard to see why we do it. But if you don't see a reward, if you don't see a benefit. Yeah. And sometimes that benefit you might not see for years. I mean, I don't think I got my first referral from Women's Council when I was involved in that. I think it was 2 or 3 years. So but I still did it because of the relationships that I was building locally. Do you have you haven't gone to any of, you did, the GAR conference. We stopped in there. But you haven't done a lot of that, like
no,
NAR. So for me, like going to those like big conferences, definitely a great time to meet out of state agents that you network with.
Yeah.
And you really never understand the value of that until I mean, how often do we see in our group WhatsApp, hey, does anyone have an agent in Tennessee?
Right.
Does anyone have an agent in South Carolina? So the more you build those relationships in other states, it is so helpful on the out-of-state referral stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense. And then inward too, hopefully inbound too, right?
Yep.
Like they know people that are looking in Henry County, or anywhere in Atlanta, they'll come to you.
I had one of the agents in Boston, she referred me a commercial lead, and it was like 1.8 million. Even though she referred it to me and I couldn't really help them, I was able to still send it to a commercial agent, and that commercial agent still gave me a referral.
Huh.
Like, he was like, I'll pay her and you. Like, thanks for thinking of me. So it wasn't much, but it was a little bit. So I think even stuff like that, like, you're helping other agents network as well. Why do you not want to be in the HOV lane?
I forget where two people.
Interesting. Much rather drive behind the slow car.
183.
Oh, that's why I feel like I'm going to lose my life every time we come up on a car that's braking and you don't brake.
Well, I have the spare lane over here, so I can always just get into that, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right, so what else? I mean, networking is, to me, it's pretty basic, but why?
Yeah.
I mean, agents don't want to do it.
Well, I think agents, I think agents are so focused on sales. They're like, well, this doesn't actually benefit my business.
But that's so short-sighted.
Right, but that's how salespeople think. Right? They're always, where's my next paycheck, right? Like, next client, next sale, next paycheck. It's that process over again. I mean, that is 90% of salespeople.
Yes. So how do we change that?
I don't think you're ever going to change it for the vast majority of them. I think you have to be able to connect with, say, that 10% that's willing to do it, that can see the bigger picture. Like, you even have people who are starting like small brokerages and teams, and they still don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're just, they're happy, and if they get lucky and people want to join them because they look fun, they'll accept them. Yeah. And they're just relying on referrals to grow their business as well. You know what I mean? Like the referrals, like agents, hey, like come join us.
Right.
That type of business, rather than actually going out and being, what's the word? Intentional about it.
Yeah.
I think that's sale. Unfortunately, that's 90% of salespeople. So I don't really know what that. I mean, because even for us, like we try to offer profit share. You try to offer these things that will incentivize them to make them more money.
Right.
Right? Because that's, usually that's what salespeople's driver is. But that even doesn't work because they're like, 5%, what's that? Or 10%, what's that? Like, well, you literally, if you were setting up an interview and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you actually think about it.
Yeah. And if you did that enough, I mean, it's good money if they're good agents.
Right.
So I think painting the picture, all you can do is paint the picture of why you network, why you get out there. And then if they want to do it, they'll do it. But I also think some of that even might be a gift more, right? Like I hate networking, hate it, but I do it. I'm not good at it. I'll do it. Then you have people like Carla
or Sherry.
They're just good at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
love it.
Yeah.
And they're good at it. Yep. Like, so I think maybe like when you think about like a regular agent, either an agent on a team or an individual agent, they could be like me and be like, I hate it. This isn't going to make me money right now. I need to focus on my clients right now.
Yeah.
But in reality, I do understand the importance of it. So I think time blocking that into your schedule and making sure that you're attending open houses, that you're going to these events, how many do we have like this week? I think there's the YPN.
Yeah, there's like
we have a happy hour.
Events. There's Agent
Caravan. There's next week there's another
the game day. I mean, there's we have other agents inviting us to their caravans and open houses to try to.
Yep. And I'm not saying you go and you do all of that and then don't do sales, right? You have to have a happy medium. You have to have a balance of how much time should you network? How much time should you be showing clients? How much time do you need to be calling clients. I mean, just like today, right? People aren't even setting time to make calls.
Right.
You've got to balance and budget your day.
Right.
And I think if you start doing that and you implement in, okay, let me look ahead. Okay, here's all the activities that are agent networking events next week. Let me put these on my calendar and let me just start moving and shifting. Okay, I can make my calls 15 minutes earlier here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get down lane. You get, okay, or you can just stay in this lane. Why would you not stay in the HOV lane?
Because I feel like the HOV lane takes longer. Now I'm seeing all this traffic, so I'm going to get back in.
Now you got to get over.
But
It literally makes no sense.
Boys.
We'd already be all the way up there. Oh my gosh, another thing. I went to the Northside office today. Haven't been there in a month or two, three,
probably 3 months.
Oh my gosh. Literally had to use the bathroom, and the pink ring in the toilet shows that no one has even taken the brush that's right beside the toilet and did a little scrubby, swishy, swishy. Not once.
Squishy, squishy.
Not one time. The sink had so much soap gunk that it was pink and thick all around the drain. So I cleaned that out for them. But these boys and Jordan, because Jordan doesn't really count because she keeps a dirty house too. So, I mean, I just, it blows my mind.
Zipper!
Anyways.
It's so frustrating when people don't zipper in the way they're supposed to.
I think he's trying to zipper.
No, he should have zippered in between.
We are zippering. You don't want to get over? He's going to get over up there.
Right, but he
We're
should have
zippering.
zippered him into in front of in between the Toyota and the other person.
It's fine. You stay in this lane. You just ride this lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so that's what he did. Be good.
No, but there's two cars in between there. He should have stayed in between.
It's fine. Anyways. Anything else on networking?
No, I think it is important. I think it's I think like you're saying, even for people who aren't joining a team or own a brokerage, like just for your referral base, for your knowledge, right? Like any, or even like younger agents that like you can help, right? There's still like a reward in that as well.
Yeah.
So I think like, is this?
What is that lane?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, that's actually going to be an actual lane.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah.
But it looks like it's overgrown. I don't know.
How have I never noticed that before?
I'm trying to figure out right now.
No, that's
it looks
what
like
I'm saying.
It's old.
But
look at all that grass.
Yeah, but they must be cleaning it up or something, right? Because it's never looked that good. There's lines.
I've never noticed.
That's a road.
It looks like it should be a express lane.
Yes, let's hope. That will be amazing.
But I don't think it goes this far because.
Why? That would be great. Anyways, all right. So.
I never even noticed that before.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. I think it's.
I don't know though, because it's like. Oh, anyway.
See, this is what happens when you're on the commute.
Yeah, just notice stuff.
Anyways, I don't think it has to be super long day. I just think it's important for agents to network inside of their organization and out.
Mm-hmm.
Out is more driven towards, that's annoying, the wipers. Outside of your organization is more for business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you join the Rotary Club or whatever, that's more
Rotary Club.
Yeah,
and see, it just ends.
What?
Doesn't
No, look, there's cars in it. Oh, it did just end. Yep, you're right. That's so weird. That's like 3 lanes that could be being used in Atlanta traffic. They need to open that crap up.
That's stupid.
And then inside of your organization, inside doing realtor events and things like that is more long-term building relationships.
Oh, and helping you out with your business, right? Like if you network and you're really good with 2 of your agents in your office, all right, then just tag team some clients. Hey, I'm busy. Yeah. I got 9 listings. Can you help me show my buyers and we'll split them, or something like that, where, which is all part of it, right? Like that's, as you grow, as you get bigger, as you get more and more busy, you're going to need the help.
Yeah. And people do need to look at networking with inside their own brokerage too, because I think that gets like missing. Like people just, oh, I got to go to this YPN event, or I got to go here, and you're not even networking inside of your own brokerage. I mean, it's like multi-level, right?
Well, I think though, even at those events, those are good with, well, because I think we're going to have like 7 people from our office there.
Yeah.
Like I think those that's good too, because then like other brokerages or other agents or other people see like, okay, this is how we do it, and like
Right.
so you kind of can tackle two birds with one stone there.
Yep.
Because you do network with your own agents and also like with other agents.
Yeah.
And kind of people can see how you work, how you guys interact firsthand.
Yeah.
Which I think is good.
And then hopefully that car was upside down. Did you not see it? That accident back there?
I'm not one of these drivers that pay attention to the other wrecks.
Please. Exactly. You're one of those drivers that tries to cause the wrecks.
No, I pay attention to like roads that are being unused, but not to wrecks on the side.
Oh, good Lord. Anyways, so if you're an agent, network inside of your brokerage, inside of your local community with your GAR or your boards, your associations, inside of national level with NAR, YPNs, Women's Council, all the things. Pick YPNs, Young Professional Network. Just
like
get
thing?
involved.
I thought that was only a thing without.
No, YPN, that's a national thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's national conferences around that. Same thing with Women's Council. So just get out there, get involved.
Do they not let young people go to them?
It's young people.
Right, but
Do
like,
they not let young people?
I mean, not let old people.
Yes, they let old people too, because we're the pioneers.
What do you think categorizes as old now? For a YPN, I think it's over 40 or over 50.
I personally think it
it's over
should
50.
be over 40. So that would leave me out, which I would be
Or
fine with.
maybe over 45.
Which would leave me out, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, maybe it's over 45.
But I think that there is as you get older, those of you that are young.
How old's Al?
He's young. He's 20s.
Oh, is he that young?
Yeah. I don't think
Somebody
he's
told me
30
the
yet.
opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's younger. Maybe he's older, but I think he's younger.
We'll find out.
Yeah, ask him. He's great. Anyways, we're all over the place, but we hammered home the gist, right?
Yeah, we
Network.
hammered on the home just of networking, but like, there's not really much more to it than that. Like, it is important. It can help your business in like 7 different facets.
Yep.
So it's kind of dumb not to do it.
Yeah.
From your personal business to your referral business to then just learning and being better for your clients.
Right.
I'm stuck on this truck again.
So
Sometimes the HOV lane's not the best answer.
sometimes it's not. It's good to stay in it until you figure that out, though, instead of just going in and out, in and out, in and out. So that's it for today. Follow us on all those places: YouTube, Spotify,
Instagram, the commute.pod.
Apple. Is Apple iTunes?
I don't know. I'm a
Apple?
Spotify guy. I'm not an Apple guy.
I've been watching us on YouTube a little bit, and I've been listening on Spotify. I think it's Spotify. That's what I use, right?
It's the one you pay for. You don't pay for that. You.
Oh no, I don't listen on there. I listen on the Apple thing.
Do you?
Podcast. I listen on podcast because that's where I listen to all my podcasts.
Oh man, that's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
I listen to all my stuff Spotify all the time.
Well, look, there's multiple places to listen to us, and the windshield wipers and the noise.
I hope it's raining.
It's great. It's great.
No, it's this thing where you get criticized for your driving, and then it's raining, so you want to be able to see, so you don't drive poorly. And then
You mean more poorly?
Then it makes noise, so you get criticized for that.
It's a hard life.
Yeah. So, hopefully the Tesla will solve all this. And then this guy is a jagweed.
Gosh, I just need to figure out how I can do 2 sides. You remember Be Real, like it did both sides? I wish there was a filming thing that would do both sides. So like up here in the corner, they could see what I'm having to experience.
I think that's just a dash cam.
No, but like on the recording. Like I want them to see it on here.
Yeah, but you can just record your podcast with that instead of...
With a dash cam?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways, Commute's out.
I don't know what that sound will be, but...
He's going to keep talking about it. But,
Bye.
bye.